Hello, friends, family, and class of 2016. This is it. The moment we've been waiting for from the second we walked into this school. To think that each and every single one of us were once small freshmen taking on the challenges at the bottom of the high school food chain is just unbelievable. I would like to begin by thanking my senior class for the privilege of allowing me to represent you guys this year as your senior class president. It has truly been an honor being a part of this class. Thank you all for keeping it real. And by the way, shout out to Isabel on her birthday today, her 18th birthday. She deserves a double congratulations. And now, on behalf of our senior class, I'd like to thank God so much for allowing us to make it this far, despite the pain, the hard work, and worst of all, the dress code. Mercy. Also, our parents and caregivers who have been by our side since day one, putting up with us despite the undeserved high school drama we bring home to them. Next, I would like to give a huge thank you to our teachers who have helped us learn and make it this far. And our class sponsors, thank you Mr. Peel, Mrs. Foster, and Mrs. Holland for helping us plan and coordinate events. Thank you Mrs. Stone for planning and setting up an amazing, unforgettable class trip. And thank you, Mr. Beasley, for setting up large fundraisers and even being a part of the historic SDA sponsorship of the Seven Bridges Marathon. Can we please give them a round of applause? Approximately 1,382 days ago, at around 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I had a dream. In fact, around this time, most of us were having dreams. Some, even nightmares. It was the last night of summer before high school began. Our minds were being flooded with all sorts of thoughts. The older students, how we would fit in, the difficult classes, and the whole experience in general as we fell asleep. In the morning, all of our thoughts came to life as our shaking hands failed to unlock our locker try after try. And on our way to class, we began to notice a bunch of changes, such as the cliques walking from class to class rather than a large group, and that the tall, bearded guys in the hallway were not teachers, but students. Thank you. Among all this confusion, this is where our transformation from inexperienced freshmen to who we've become now began. Freshman year, we stepped up to the plate in life skills as we were forced to take care of those evil robot babies. Although that baby did take many hours of our precious sleep, it was nothing compared to the nightmare which we all dreaded: diagramming. And even more confusing than diagramming in itself was the logic behind creating large documents in computer apps just to delete them. When you finally thought you got in the hang of high school, sophomore year came full of surprises. Not only was our schedule changed, but our books were replaced by iPads. Now, that was a good thing if we can set aside our memories of the proxy password. Not only were we that poor middle child that nobody cares about, but we got to experience for the first time why a lot of people don't like the freshmen. Things went 0 to 100 real quick. In our transition from lowerclassmen to upperclassmen. Junior year came with the full package, as we were no longer looked down upon as the little annoying kids or burdened with the responsibility of being the oldest ones. We began to get into character as we found ourselves stuck in Music Man practice every day. Although, in the end, it was all worth it. Finally, after 3 long years of homework, write-ups, and worst of all, tucking in our shirts, it became our turn to run this school. Oh yeah. As seniors, there was no longer a class above us to tell us what to do. We began to set our differences aside and bond closer together through our awesome chant icebreaker with the handsome shirtless guys in our grade. Shout out to my boy Herbie. Our rainy week in senior survival, along with the mystery of who cut the rope. Our long bus rides on the way to class trip, and exploring the crowded streets of Manhattan together, in which Mr. Nafy, the drummer boy, and Let's Make a Deal Mason perfected the art of the deal. Yes, it has been a wonderful 4 years, full of irreplaceable experiences and memories, which we will never be able to relive again. But sadly, the time has come in which the class of 2016 must begin to part ways, as some of us will choose to go into different areas of study, different colleges, and some even choose to study abroad. It is in times like this in which we can take a second to appreciate the blessing it has been to have a class surrounding us who's been there by our side through the pain, the difficult assignments, and even the triumph. Although this story has come to an end, let us never forget that friends are friends forever. And no matter how distant or how far apart we may get, our friendships will remain for the rest of our lives through eternity. Let us have no regrets and continue our paths into becoming our world's future leaders and professionals, keeping in mind that He who has brought us this far has promised to be with us always. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make our path straight. Congratulations. I love you guys, and may God bless the class of 2016. Thank you.